we've got our regular programming. So we do 2 of each circuit, and then you guys can choose today. There's an optional heavy sled push between. You can do between each circuit, or you can just wait to the end, okay? You can do 2, 2, 2, do a sled push and a street run, or you can do that between each circuit. So 2 sled push, 2 sled push, and then 2, and then do a sled push. So you guys can kind of pick how you want the cardio aspect of your workout to go. Circuit 1's in here. We're starting with a landmine thruster. So we've got our landmine. It's a bilateral thruster. We're not doing a squat or anything. So we're just going to take that, hold it bilaterally at our chest, okay? You're going to use your knees a little bit. So you're going to bend a little bit, not quite a squat, and then you're going to take that landmine overhead and go all the way up onto your toes, and then bring it down, okay? And then go up and over, nice and explosive, and here. Okay, with this, there's 8 to 10. There's no lunge, there's no squat, so go heavier, okay? All of them have weights on them, and I suggest that you guys push yourself on this one. It's a good one to get, and the heavier you go, honestly, the more cardio, the higher your heart rate will go. So, 8 to 10 of those. Then you're gonna go into a battle rope wave for 40 seconds. Okay, you guys can choose today. Walk up with the battle ropes so they don't pull away from the wall. The more slack you have, the less it will pull. So you guys can choose if you want to do your battle ropes like this, where you're alternating your arms, or you can do a bilateral slam, okay? Whatever you feel like doing, you can alternate that. Whatever it is, just do it for 40 seconds and pick a pace that you can go consistently for that 40 seconds. I don't want 10 seconds on, I take a little break, or 20 seconds. I want you guys to keep for 40 seconds, that movement. So whatever pace that is, stick with it. Pull up, you've got 8 of them, we've got the bands. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, so if you need a band, just stick your foot in the band, and you guys, again, you can choose how you want to grip. But we're pulling down into our lats to get that back engaged, and then pulling down, making sure that our shoulders are staying down away from our ears, and our elbows are going straight down, okay? If you choose to do a close grip, then you're still gonna go down, pulling into those lats. So that's circuit 1. Circuit 2, we're starting out on the field with a kettlebell swing or skater toss. So we're actually, we're doing that meet in the middle. So we're starting here, okay? And we're gonna go across and then swing, across and swing, okay? So we're meeting, come together and apart, together and apart. You've got 14 to 16 of those. With this one, pick a weight that you can swing pretty fluidly. Okay, if you're kind of straining your back at the outside to get that kettlebell up, this is one that you might want to go a little lighter on if you find yourself straining in your back. Because this is more about getting your heart rate up and adding that weight to assist in that heart rate jump. So you got 14 to 16 of those. Then you're going to take a kettlebell, probably a different weight, and we're going to do a side lunge. So we're in that side lunge position. We're sitting back. We've done a lot of it this week. So we're sitting back into that hip. Knee stays behind my toe. I'm sitting that butt down, and I'm going to row that kettlebell up. Here, you've got to keep your core nice and tight. So we're sucking in that belly button, we're tensioning that core, and we're getting that little bit of twist at the top that will turn on our core even more. So you've got 8 on one side, and then switch and bring that kettlebell to the other side, and you've got 8 on the other side. So rowing 8 on each side. Then we're gonna go into an alternating supine knee crunch with an arm reach. So there are a couple variations that you can do to this. So what we're doing here is we're going out and then coming up and reaching down to one side. And then going out, coming up and reaching to one side. So we get that twist. If that is too much for your lower back, or you feel yourself pushing against your abdominal wall to get up, you can leave your lower back on the mat and just lift your shoulders off, and you can go out and then crunch to the side. Okay, it'll give you a little more support through your back. So you guys choose, and then if you want to get real ambitious, you can add a kettlebell to that, and you can take a kettlebell overhead and then go to the side. But again, that's if you want to get real ambitious. So that's circuit 2. Circuit 3, we're starting with a 3/4 get up. So that is to the kneeling position. So we're going to be here, take that take that dumbbell. Okay, we're going to go elbow, hand to that knee, and then try when you get here to take that hand and that foot off the ground simultaneously. So you use that core to get you up to this position. And here, we're just adding a press. And then we're going back down, out, okay, back down to the elbow, and then we're starting again, okay? 3 on each side. So again, that's a pretty low rep range. Pick a weight that's a little heavier than you normally do. Even if it's 1 rep that you do heavier, that's great, okay? We've got to start pushing our muscles and breaking them down again, because that's when they get stronger. So, with only 3 on each side, go heavier. Then we're going to go into a dumbbell lateral drag. So we're not dragging, we're going to pick it up and just set it on the other side. And then we're going to do a push-up. So we're here. Core is nice and tight. Okay, that belly button is up and in. We're going to drag or pull that dumbbell across. We're going to do our push-up and then come back and then do the same. Okay, inhale. Exhale as you push up. Keep that core nice and tight. And alternate that. 4, 8 to 10. Then we've got our wall ball with our side crunch. So again, we're going straight from holding that core nice and tight in that drag to the same kind of cueing on this wall ball. My core is my belly button. I'm thinking of keeping it up and in, keeping that pelvis tilted anteriorly just a little bit to get those lower abdominals involved. And I'm going to side crunch. Okay, so I'm bringing that knee, I'm trying to bring that knee up to that elbow, getting a little bit of that oblique involved. So we have alternating those for 12. Then you're going to jump up, sprint, down and back twice. So down, back, down, back. And then we just start over.